Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Leaders Uncut. It is my great pleasure today to have with us Brian Gabay, who is the CEO at Brian Simon Associates, but he's also, and most importantly, for me anyway, because I love that company, he's also the founder of Arrange with the website called letsarrange.io. Hello, Brian. How are you doing today?
Hey, Catherine. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again. Doing great. Can't complain. I'm in New York. It's freezing here,
Ah,
but alive and plugging away. So all
You
good.
know what? That's what it is. It's supposed to be cold right now in the north of the United States, right? So yeah, stay warm.
Y- Yeah, it's free. It's unbearable, but
Ah,
it's all good.
I know. So Brian, I can't wait for you to speak about Arrange. When you described the concept to me, I thought, oh my God, finally someone is working and arranging and doing something with recruiting or HR that makes complete sense. So
Yep.
your big headline on your website is stop scheduling, start arranging. So I'm going to hand that over to you so that you can give us a little bit of a background on yourself and what is your goal with Arrange and where you are at right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate it. And thank you for, having me on your platform. This is great. I appreciate everything you're doing. Long story short, I'm a recruiter myself. I have my own recruiting firm. We're going on year 9 now. Actually, we just hit our 9-year anniversary. We specialize in public relations, marketing, digital, social, creative roles. We work mostly across the US, but we have a global reach as well with our clients. And we're based in New York. So, personally been recruiting for a long time, over a decade. And one of the most frustrating parts of personally, in recruiting is the scheduling aspect. When we're going through high volume interviews and we have a lot of scheduling tasks to take on, it can get pretty frustrating and super time consuming. As you know, the back and forth, the manual sending invites. What about when they want to reschedule 5 minutes before an interview? And, you can be on an airplane with no Wi-Fi, but they're contacting you, the middle person, as the go-to organizer to take action when it comes to rescheduling or scheduling. So personally been looking for a tool that can save me time and like automate this process for me. Because when we're dealing with scheduling between multiple external parties, like our clients and our candidates, we don't have access to their calendars and so forth. Calendly is a great tool, but I use it mostly for one-on-one scheduling, to get a call on with a candidate, for instance, or a client, just to get on the calendar between a one-on-one focus. But a tool like this, I searched, I asked, I
Mhm.
couldn't find it. So I'm like, you know what? I got to build it myself. And so I did. And that was the birth of Arrange. Here
Mhm.
we are. Arrange is a scheduling platform. You can look at it as like your go-to scheduling platform when it comes to coordinating interviews between your clients and candidates. So
Mhm.
you can basically plug in your client information, your candidate information, and the rest is history. We have a live stage tracker attached to the dashboard, so you can follow along the process. You have different methods of ways to actually schedule the interview. So what I like doing is I ask my clients, do they prefer to receive availability from the candidates or do they prefer to provide availability? So if they like to receive availability, basically you'll set it up in Arrange. Your candidate will just provide their availability. They can also like sync their calendar and just choose the times that they're free. It's very user friendly. You're basically rolling out the red carpet, giving everyone a red carpet experience when it comes to scheduling a meeting. So kind of elevates your recruitment firm brand. And
That's
we
so
also have
important.
we have white labeling functionality. So like your logo is attached to all the forms. It looks like it's like your proprietary scheduling platform.
Mm.
But essentially, everything happens automated. The candidate provides availability. The client then receives, gets alerted. They see it. They can add, if it's a panel, they can add whoever they want on the invite. It's very customizable. They can use their own Zoom account, their Google account, or you can actually use it on behalf of the meeting as well. I can go on and on what Arrange can do. It's really fascinating. The recruiter is always in control as well. When everything's happening, when either party provides availability, you can see the availability that they actually provided on the back end. You can edit the interviews. There's so much you can do, but essentially, to sum this whole thing up, because I can go on and on, it's just a few clicks. If your client and candidate want to meet, it's just a few clicks and you're done. No more emailing back and forth, no more manually sending out invites. If they want to reschedule, they can all do so from the form. It's super user friendly, and like just through smart automation, you can sit back, relax, and just recruit and source. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's all we should be doing.
That is right. So let me understand here, because of course there are great functionalities in there that's going to save so much time and make it so much seamless. Is that a post-candidate selection platform, or do you also enable the search for candidates?
So in terms of like, you mean like a ATS functionality, like sourcing candidates?
Yes. Yes.
So Arrange is just it's kind of like an add-on to your ATS. You know, it's a scheduling platform mostly. The good thing about Arrange is that we have open APIs, so we've been integrating with all different kinds of ATSs.
Okay.
So what you can do is, if you want to schedule a meeting with John Smith, your candidate, you can just go in Arrange, instead of manually putting in his email and phone number, uploading their resume, LinkedIn profile, you can just search for John Smith on the Arrange platform, because it's integrated with your ATS. All his information will plug in, and then boom, you can start scheduling any meetings with him.
And that's very important, because you need to be able to integrate ATS within your systems, because companies work with a variety of them, right?
Exactly. So we can integrate with anyone pretty much. So even if we get a new Arrange user and they use XYZ ATS, we can easily, if they have open APIs, we can easily integrate. And it's very easy to kind of, just set this whole thing up, because at the end of the day, we want to save people time, not waste people's time and make it more time consuming. So also one thing I want to flag, we have a kind of like mobile app functionality with Arrange. So if you're a recruiter on the go, you're not always at your desk or in front of your computer, you get an email that your client wants to meet your candidate, just pop open the Arrange app, go to the dashboard, put in your client and candidate, just click on them, and then just hit Arrange, and then just go about your day. You don't have to do anything.
I love it. I love the domain.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
Amazing.
Let's Arrange. It's great. So tell us about you also offer smart automation. Can you talk about this, how you let automation handle the logistics?
Yeah. No, of course, because once you click Arrange, everything, the whole process is automated. So we have a method of scheduling called Matchmaker. So what happens is, when you click on Matchmaker and you choose your parties that you want to interview, both parties will get alerted right away via email. They would both have to provide their availability using the very user-friendly form. Once they do so, with smart automation, Arrange will find the earliest match time between both parties' provided availability, and send out an invite to all parties automatically.
Got it.
Another amazing thing about the invite that goes out, the recruiter is still always in the loop and always in control. The invite also comes from the recruiter, because when you sign up for Arrange, you actually have to connect your email. So it looks like you've done that. You send an invite to your client and candidate, but you actually were on a beach sipping on a margarita. So while all this is happening, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
Or a pina colada, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, huh? That would be great. So you work with external recruitment agencies. You also work with independent recruiters.
Yes.
But HR professionals can use that too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
How difficult is it for them to integrate that within their systems?
Super easy. So whatever ATS that they use, we can easily integrate, with whatever they use. We already have a lot of integrations in place, but for right now, as we launch, we're going by case scenario. So if we have a user that needs to integrate with their ATS, we'll go for it and do it. You know what I mean? But right now, as we roll Arrange out, it's great for external recruiters, because that's the world that I am from. That's what I know best. I basically built it for external recruiters in the lens of an external recruiter. So I kind of get all the pain points and everything. So any external recruiter that is watching this, you got to get your eye on Arrange and at least give it a shot, because you'll see that it was made and built in the way that you would probably want it to be built. You know,
and that's a great segue, because you do offer free trial. People want to try, so they don't have to sign up for your pro plan right away, which is important. So talk about that.
Exactly. So we want user feedback. So our goal is to get users on board, start arranging interviews, see the difference, never go back to the manual old school way of scheduling interviews. So our slogan is actually stop scheduling, start arranging, because I think scheduling is just like the old way and arranging is the new way, mentally look at it like that. We're offering, as we, go to market, a 30-day free trial. So for 30 days, you can, capitalize on all the key benefits, functionality that Arrange has to offer. There's no limitations. You can arrange as many interviews as you would like. Our goal in mind, obviously, after 30 days, if you're using an Arrange religiously throughout that month, you're never going to want to go back. Just to put things in perspective, we use it here internally at my recruiting firm, and we laugh all the time. Like, we will never go back to that way. Like, we can't live without Arrange now.
You can't. No, it's like Starbucks. You get addicted.
Yes, exactly.
After the first coffee, you get addicted. So that's. So you can have unlimited team members on the trial, because that's important too.
Yes.
Several team members within companies want to see how it works. So having the possibility of making that happen, it's very powerful.
Yes, you can invite, as you sign up to Arrange, you can invite your organization to join too. Any, 1 user, 2 users, 3, whatever, 1 million users, whoever you want to invite, basically you can invite. And the cool thing about Arrange is it's collaborative. So you can actually see what your other colleagues are doing in terms of their interview scheduling activity. So everything's super integrated as a team, cross-functional, and everyone's involved in the process. And, it's good for like any size recruiting teams. If you're a small team or a larger team, you're handling like a recruiting team or whatever it is, you can see all the activity when it comes to, client and candidate scheduling.
Love it. And I want to speak about price, because I know people hear, it's inexpensive, you have a free plan, and then they realize, oops, it's $2,500 a month. I can't do that. I've wasted my time, can't do that. So with you, it's different, because if you bill annually, it's only $30 a month. My God, that is amazing.
We're not looking to break the bank here. We understand that, we live in a world that life is very expensive just as it is, right? There's obviously a ton of value that Arrange will bring to you, and the time saving per month, the amount of hours you'll save on a monthly basis is amazing. But, as we roll Arrange out to users, we want them to really kind of, 1, see the value, 2, never want to use anything else again or manually go back to the old method, and 3, make it cost effective. We want people to utilize Arrange, have fun with it, enjoy it, and also refer other friends in the industry that they might know to use Arrange, because we welcome everyone to try it. And you're right, so our rollout price is $40 a month. If you sign up for our annual agreement, you'll have Arrange for 12 months, and you get a 25% discount. So it comes out to $30 a month, $360 a year. So if you do the math, what is that? $1 a day?
That's just amazing. I had a hard time believing when you said, I was like, what? My God. I mean, who cannot afford that? Which business cannot afford that? Plus, what I love is your options. It's very flexible. If you want to change something, it's really easy to change something within your plan. And that's what I love, because that's very important. When something is too rigid, then if something doesn't meet your expectations, and you're stuck with a solution that maybe you cannot use. But in your case, you allow options and to be modified to your needs, right?
Right. Exactly. We can modify anytime. We've really built this out for like client preferences. So some clients are like, can we use our Zoom link or our Google Meet link or our Teams meeting link? For security reasons, we want to just use our.
Yeah.
So when you arrange, you have an option, meeting mode selection. It's so user friendly. Do you want your client to use their own, or do you want to use yours? If you choose ours, we can just plug in our Zoom. And honestly, a lot of people pay a lot of money for Zoom, like premium subscription. But if you use always the client approach, you never have to use a Zoom so you can think about it like that too. You know what I mean?
But at least it's less threatening, because when you impose something, you'll say, I don't like to change my systems. I have enough applications. I don't want to add another one. So there are less barriers to entry when you tell someone, hey, that's okay. You can use what you're using now. And then maybe you'll change. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, of course. And a lot of people always ask, hey, can you when you send out the invite, can you attach the candidate's resume to the invite? Can you also include their LinkedIn profile and everything? So when you do all this through Arrange, automatically the resume is attached to the invite, so is the LinkedIn profile and all the other information. It's a recruiter's dream, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's
I'm biased, obviously, but I really genuinely believe in Arrange.
But believe me, if I did not believe in it, and if I did not see what you have here, we would not have this conversation.
I know that. I don't doubt that. No, it's really amazing, and it's just finally there's something here that when it comes to scheduling interviews, the whole you can think technology and rely on. But it's obviously a tech tool, but there's so much transparency here. And, still clients and candidates are still in control. They can provide availability. They can choose the times that work for them. It's not like yes, it's an automated process, but there's some human element involved. And I feel like a lot of people like that still. So especially when you're the middle person organizing on behalf of others, there's got to be some sort of still human element touch, but at the same time making the process extremely easy for everyone involved. And like we said in the beginning, kind of elevates your brand. As an external recruiter, wow, you're not doing this the manual way like every other recruiter. You're just hey, here's this link, and the process will all happen. We'll coordinate this interview through Arrange, our proprietary, scheduling platform. Click on this link, and you'll just get the invite afterwards. You don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, no, this is very powerful. This is a great element of differentiation, which is going to become more and more critical.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And the cool thing is that we're constantly evolving Arrange, constantly adding new features to it, and we're getting feedback. We're adding to this. We're adding here. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the future of Arrange too, because right now it's amazing, but we're just gonna keep on making it amazing. We just want feedback.
This is great. Well, first of all, you have a beautiful website. The platform is very user friendly, so I really encourage people to go visit the website and watch this incredible video you have created. So if people want to do so, can you share the domain name, and then how can they get hold of you? Of course.
So the domain name is letsarrange.io. So LETS arrange.io. You can see all over the website, there's action buttons everywhere. So just start your free experience, your free trial. Once you click on that button, you'll be redirected to the actual web app, and there you can sign up. Right now, when you sign up, there's 3 different industry selections that you can choose. So if you're an external recruiter, obviously you'll choose that. If you're internal talent acquisition at a company, you'll choose that. And we're also, we have a public relations dashboard too, because Arrange doesn't only stop with recruitment. We recognize that there's a lot of similar user cases between other industries outside of recruitment. Public relations is one of them. So we're going to be also rolling this out to PR professionals that schedule press interviews between their clients and media contacts too.
That is huge. That is huge. Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
Incredible. Well, it's beautiful to see your passion. You really have something very unique here. And I have no doubt that you're going to do amazing.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. And yeah, I just, I'm excited because I want people to really experience what we're experiencing. And I understand when it comes to new tools, and just like a change in general, people get a little hesitant. It's something new. It takes away from their own process. But you know what? I've been there. I took leap of faith, even even before range, like transferring to a different ATS. And honestly, at the end of the day, try new things because you'll be pleasantly surprised with what it can do for you.
And frankly, if people do not try new things in our age, at the speed at which technology is coming our way, if they don't try new things, they're dead. It's as simple as that. Because we've had technological changes, but now it's not the same. Now it's just a plethora of new tools that will help improve productivity, that will save time, that will enhance everybody's brand.
Yeah.
So if they don't embrace those new technologies, too bad for them, but they won't survive. Yeah. I know that.
I agree. No, I can't agree with you more. It's so true. And one of the I just want to bring this point because a lot of people ask us, they hear a scheduling platform. They're like, well, we use Calendly, so what's the main difference? So on our website, you can actually go to the blog section and you can see some articles. And one of them is actually a range versus Calendly, and it really highlights the differences. And I think just to sum it up, one of the big differences is, Calendly is a great tool for the one-on-one scheduling, but when you're in the middle person and you got to coordinate between your clients and candidates or multiple external parties, whoever it is, whatever industry you're in, this is where range is a absolute game changer.
Yes, agreed. Well, thank you so much. So if you had anything to share with my audience, what would that be? Parting words.
Parting words. Everyone goes through things in life, and that's another topic. We've all been through stuff and inspirational moments and, hardships, right?
Yeah.
And I think no matter what you go through, you just have to really look at what you haven't done yet, what you haven't accomplished yet, and what's the future like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get hit so hard and they're like, gosh, I'm done. I can't do this anymore, But really take a beat. You got all this life to live. You're not done yet at all, So yeah, it sounds like a little cliche, keep going and everything, but you really have to put things in perspective, take a deep breath. When you lose, you actually win, because that's what makes you who you are at the end of the day. You gotta lose. I tell my team this all the time. When a placement falls off or someone doesn't take a job or whatever it is, that was their path. It was not meant to be. And at the end of the day, something really good is going to come out of this. So be strong here because this is all we have is that mental toughness, and I think all my experience in life and everything led me here. And, this is where we are right now. And I'm just, I'm excited because I know how special this is and what we're going to do with this. And I just want to inspire other people that maybe are in the same boat or thinking about doing something, creating a new technology, whatever it is, just go for it.
Yes, that's so beautiful, Brian. Thank you for sharing this because a lot is about perspective. Life is very short. When I was 20 years old, I thought I have all the time in the world. Now I'm realizing, oh my God, where did my life go? So,
would you say when you were 30?
No, when I was 20 years old. That's like
20. What is that? Was that last month? What are you talking about?
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Sure. Yeah. Anyway, life goes so fast.
Yeah.
And it's only people who take some risks. They don't need to be crazy risks, but take some risks. Don't be afraid to get out of the mold that everybody is in, because it's only by doing that you will attract what you are here for.
Absolutely.
And people say, I don't know what my purpose is. Well, most people don't. And I think really do what you love doing, because obviously you have such passion for what you do, you communicate it. And so I tell people, do what you love doing, and then doors will open because you will be happy. You will have positive energy, and you get the ball rolling. And when the ball rolls, it just pushes obstacles and it brings people to you that you need. I've seen that over and over again.
I agree. You just got to kick the ball, right? And then that's when you build that foundation. And then that's when it rolls and rolls and you build upon that. That was beautifully said. That's so true.
So thank you, Brian. I am sure everybody's going to love what you're doing. And I encourage everyone to try the solution. Go to the website, try it out. It's free. You have nothing to lose. Talk to Brian. He can guide you. But it is something that's going to help you tremendously in your managing of the HR. And that's what it is. Taking your HR processes to the next level, and my God, your boss is going to love it. Your clients are going to love it. It's going to change your whole world around you, and just going to change a lot of the outcomes. That too, that's critical, and faster.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it go once you dive into a range, you'll start discovering the true power of it. So I know we spoke about it on some sort of a level, but like once you get into it, it's really amazing. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you for having me, and I'm excited. Thank you again.
That sounds good. Thank you everyone for watching. Share the video with Brian. Talk about him.
Of course.
Oh, here we go. Orange, I love it. This is great. Share.
Who wants a hat? We're giving away hats. Who wants a hat?
There we go. That's great. That's great. Guerrilla marketing. I love it. I love it. So anyway, I really am asking you to share. I'm growing the channel, but I need help to share stories like that. And we are here to help each other out. This is why I created the podcast. I'm not charging anything to anyone. My goal was to help. So if you help me, you'll help Brian. And if Brian is helped, he'll be able to also do the same thing for someone else. So let's create a community of business people that can bring something better to the world, help optimize processes, and make business life and work life a little bit more fun.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.